Welcome to the You Two Scare Me podcast. We're your hosts. I'm Felice.
And I'm Andy, and we are coming to you from Key West, Florida. Well, Felice, Christmas time is here.
Woohoo! Yeah, you have your Merry shirt on.
I did.
I still have a Halloween shirt on. I can't let go.
It's that weird time. I mean, my skeleton is still up outside.
Yeah, that's true.
He is dressed like a pilgrim, so it's that weird time of year, though, where one thing segues into the other so quickly.
Yes.
So we still have a big bag of Halloween candy and the skeleton.
Nice. Yeah.
And we just celebrated Thanksgiving.
Yes, that was so nice. We went to a big neighborhood Thanksgiving thing. There were like 50 people there. It was potluck. It was so fun and nice. And it was outside. It was a beautiful day.
It wasn't super hot.
Mm-hmm.
There was a nice breeze and no one had to do all of the cooking. So that was extra nice.
The cleanup was really fast and easy. It was so nice. And it was, there were like kids there of all ages, little kids and big kids and college kids and grown-up kids. It was really fun.
Yeah, that was awesome. I really enjoyed that. And then we posted some sweet little pictures of us.
Yes, we did. I think we got more pictures together than with our own families. That's kind of the norm.
Yeah, that happens. Are you all decorated?
No. Okay. So I was partially decorated. I got a new Christmas tree because last year my husband, was it last year? The year before. So 2 years ago when we went to put the Christmas tree, he got a new box for it and it didn't fit. So he cut the end of it off or he cut it in half. I don't know what he did. So then last year when I went to set it up, it was like half of it was, like crooked. And every time I would try to move it, it would just like swing around. And so I was like, that's it. I'm getting a new tree. He was like, no, I can fix it. But then, lo and behold, one day, guess what showed up at my house? A 7-foot Darth Vader with a candy cane lightsaber.
Nothing says happy holidays like Darth Vader.
Yeah, like the Force. So I said, well, I will also be getting a new Christmas tree, period. No, let's don't talk about that. So I got one, but then the lights weren't working right. So I returned it yesterday and then they didn't have the one that I wanted. So I had to order a new one, but it comes on Monday. So I think it'll be fine.
Well, that's exciting.
Yes.
We have begun our decorating.
We have some bows behind us.
We're trying.
Some garland.
We're channeling the holiday spirit.
Yes.
My kids' elves arrived.
Yes. Oh, yeah. They're watching. And your tree is really beautiful, too.
It's a work in progress. We're finishing. So we do, and this is something my parents do, too, is each year we pick a new ornament. And so every time we put an ornament on the tree, it's just like a nice little memory and stuff like that. So my kids really liked, this is my first Christmas ornament. And I remember this one.
We have those, too. Our tree is like, because obviously like my kids are old and therefore it is packed to the brim. Yeah, I told Bill, don't tell my kids this, but I'm not going to put their ones that they made when they were little.
Oh my
I mean, they're good memories, but we don't need the Home Depot one from when they were 6. You know what I mean?
Wow.
We'll put the cute ones up, but on the back. I'm just kidding.
There's some real gems on there from when Ryan was a child.
Yes,
you'll have to find his photos. Okay. He usually moves them. I always put them right in the front so everyone can see them.
Oh, I'm gonna.
He hides them in the back. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna look. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I know it's so funny because for a while I was like, I just want a beautiful tree, and now I like my one. It looks like Las Vegas. It is like martini glasses and shining this. We have a Godzilla. Every time Will puts it on, it's his, and when he puts it on the tree, we make him do the thing, and he's like, he has emotion. He'll die if he hears me talking about that, but it's funny.
Well, he needs to come back and do that.
I know. I was hoping we could get it done this weekend while they were in town, but we were too busy. It didn't happen. So, but he'll be back for Christmas. So.
Can't wait. Will.
Yeah.
I'm going to see that in person.
Yeah. He'll love it. He loves that moment every year when we force him to do that.
Some holiday traditions are really interesting.
It's so true. Yes. Oh my gosh.
We actually we're entering a really busy time. We have been lucky enough to be invited onto several other podcasts recently.
Yes.
So we have a couple recordings coming up and you'll be able to hear them here and on those other shows. And we'll give you more details about that when the time comes.
Yes.
But we are busy writing our stories and recording and things over the next couple weeks, in addition to all of the holiday festivities that we
Yeah.
partake in.
Yeah, I think we should give a shout out to our friend Ashley with Ghost Gossip because
Woohoo!
we were on her podcast. I don't know when that episode is coming out. We'll definitely let you guys know, and it'll be on social media as well. But we had the best time talking with Ashley.
We were just like the Three Musketeers. It was one of those times where you meet somebody and you immediately have a connection or whatever. And so we thought, oh, she is totally our vibe.
Yeah. Oh,
and
yeah.
In addition to her luminous skin and face, yes. We're like, Ashley, we need to get that lighting up in here.
Yeah, and her skincare routine too.
Right?
Yeah, so that was super fun. So thank you, Ashley.
Thank you.
Can't wait to hear it.
And so that's Ghost Gossip.
Ghost Gossip, yes. And also, we talked about this on our last episode, but we're going to keep talking about it. We have joined Patreon, and Patreon is a membership-based platform that allows creators to receive direct financial support from their fans known as patrons. So we're working hard to grow our podcast. This is a way that we can grow, and this is a way that you, our loyal listeners, can help us out.
Yeah. We have 2 membership tiers with different perks. Both tiers come with a shout out from us and discounted merch along with other magical surprises.
Mm-hmm. So join our Patreon. Just search You Two Scare Me Podcast. And the link will be in the show notes and we will put it on social media as well. So we can't wait to shout you out.
Yay!
If this is your first time here, hello. We're 2 girls who love to hear and tell stories about the paranormal and other spooky stuff.
But don't worry, we respect the forces behind those spooky things. And we know how to keep a safe distance.
But we laugh a lot too, so get ready.
A quick warning before we begin. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. Our tales are drawn from folklore, history, and reported experiences, but we don't claim them as fact. Some stories may include sensitive topics, so listener discretion is advised.
In this episode, we are bringing you a special holiday treat. Stories from both of us. Woo-woo! Dive into the shadows with us as we bring you haunted holiday lore in this episode of the You Two Scare Me podcast.
Shall we dive in? Tonight, we are diving into one of the most enduring and terrifying figures in Icelandic culture, Grýla, the Icelandic Christmas witch.
Ooh.
She's older than Santa, older than Christianity in Iceland, older than the country itself. She is a winter ogress, a child snatcher, a mother of monsters. And according to many Icelanders, she is still out there roaming the mountains when the snow is deepest.
Oh my goodness.
So wrap up in a blanket, turn down the lights, and let's step into an Icelandic blizzard. Side note, I've been in an Icelandic blizzard and it is no joke.
Oh.
It is terrifying.
Oh, wow.
Like you can't even see like a foot in front of you.
Oh my gosh.
It's so scary.
Coming from someone from the Pittsburgh area, that's kind of crazy.
It's insane. We were driving through Iceland and we stopped at a gas station to get an Icelandic hot dog, which is a whole thing.
Okay.
Don't even worry about it.
Okay.
And these guys are like, which way are you going? And we said, and they're like, yeah, you need to keep going that way because all the roads back to Reykjavik are closed.
Ooh.
And so we're like, okay. And we're driving. Okay. And then literally cannot see. And the wind is blowing so hard that to go straight, Ryan has to have the wheel like turned this way.
Oh gosh.
It was insane.
Wow.
Anyway,
Thank you for that.
That was a near-death experience in Icelandic blizzard.
Yikes.
So back to Grýla. Grýla's earliest appearance is found in 13th century texts. Specifically, and just so you know, there are a lot of Icelandic words in this, and Icelandic language is extremely difficult, so I will not even pretend to say that I can pronounce these correctly.
Okay. Just
apologies in advance.
Do your best.
Gryla's earliest appearance is found in 13th century texts, specifically the Icelandica saga and the Sturlunga saga. In these early mentions, she isn't tied to Christmas yet. She's simply described as a trollkona, a troll woman living in the mountains. So in medieval Iceland, the word troll didn't necessarily mean creature. It meant something supernatural, beyond human norms, like giants, spirits, or monstrous humans.
Ooh.
Gryla is generally described as being a giant or an ogress, but some say she is a witch or wilderness spirit who lives in the Dumaburger lava fields or in the mountains of Iceland. Descriptions of Gryla vary. Some legends describe Gryla as a large, hideous creature with a grotesque face, like withered stone, hooves as large as shields for feet, a voice that echoes across valleys, a horned tail, and a huge bag slung over her shoulder to carry naughty children.
Mm.
Others describe her as having 15 or even 40 tails, a beard, horns, and multiple heads. In a book of Icelandic legends collected by Jan Arnason, which was published in English in 1864, the description of Grýla gets even more specific. It said that Grýla had 300 heads, 6 eyes in each head, and 2 ghostly blue eyes at the back of each neck. She's not winning any beauty contest. She had goat's horns, long ears that hung down to her shoulders, and 300 noses. On each forehead was a tuft of hair, and on each chin a tangled and filthy beard with teeth like burnt lava.
Whoa.
This is really something. She also had hooves like a horse. Besides all this, she had 15 tails, and on each tail, 100 bags of skin, each bag capable of holding 20 naughty children.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she's a real beaut.
Yeah.
One thing that is consistent amongst all the descriptions is that Grýla likes to hunt and eat naughty children. It's said she collects the children in her sack and cooks them into a stew in a big cauldron to help her survive the winter. Some stories say she'll also eat adults, but prefers children.
Oh,
I think they're more tender.
more juicy.
And according to the stories, there's never a shortage of naughty children for Grýla to eat. In the 17th century, Grýla began to be associated with Christmas. So this is from the 13th century.
Yeah.
Like, that's a long time ago.
That's a lot. That's a long lore.
Yeah. And guess what? Despite Gryla's hideous appearance, she has a husband.
Oh. There's someone for everyone. That's what they say.
That's true, yes. And actually, she's on her third husband.
Did she eat the first 2?
Oh my gosh. Well,
I had a feeling. She seems hungry.
She is a hungry lady. Gustor was Gryla's first husband, but when she got bored of him, she ate him. And then there's her second husband, Boli. Boli is the father of her many children, who we'll discuss in a minute. Some stories say that he died of old age, while others say Grýla ate him too. That brings us on, I don't really know how to say this name, Lepoloi.
Oh, wow.
Her third and current husband. He is described as being lazy and an ineffectual troll who just lies around their cave.
Trolls, am I right? Troll husbands.
It's said that Lepoli has survived by being too lazy for Grýla to even bother with.
She's like, oh.
This guy again.
Yeah.
She's like, come on, let's go eat. And he's like, nah, I'm going to stay here.
I'm watching the game.
So back to Boli, Gryla's second husband. He is the father of her 13 children, called the Yule Lads. The Yule Lads are 13 grotesque troll spirits who are described as pranksters that each have a special obsession and a way of harassing children. They're often described as emaciated, misshapen, dangerous, and very, very hungry. They arrive one each night during the 13 nights leading up to Christmas.
Oh.
What a countdown.
Yeah.
They each have super cool Icelandic names, which I'm completely unable to pronounce, so I'll read their translated names and their mischievous acts.
Okay.
There's Sheepcoat Claude.
All right.
Who harasses sheep but is impaired by stiff peg legs. There's Gollygawk, who hides in gullies, waiting for a chance to sneak into cow sheds and steal milk.
Oh.
There's Stubby, who is unusually short and steals pans to eat whatever crust is left on them.
Oh.
There's
Poor Stubby. He does not have a very exciting job.
Well, some of these are really interesting because then there's Spoon Licker, and he likes to steal. They have a special type of wooden spoon, apparently, that he likes to steal and lick. Then there's bull liquor.
Old bull liquor.
And apparently there's they have like almost like a bowl or pot that has a lid on it, probably to keep things warm.
Mm-hmm.
And so he likes to hide under people's beds waiting for someone to put down their a score, which is the bowl that he steals.
Oh, okay.
There's door slammer, who likes to slam doors, especially at night, to wake people up.
Oh, that's nice.
He's probably my least favorite.
Yeah.
I mean, who wants to be woken up from their long winter's nap?
Yeah. That's like having kids home from college. I think I have 1 or 2 door slammers.
Christmas came early. Then there's the skyr gobbler, who loves skyr. Have you ever had skyr?
No.
Oh, it's like
What is it?
it's delicious. It's kind of like a thick yogurt almost.
Oh, okay.
Then there's a sausage swiper. So this guy hides in the rafters and he snatches sausages that are being smoked.
Okay.
Then there's the window peeper.
Ooh,
Not the
no.
kind of peeper you're thinking
Oh,
about.
okay.
He likes to peek into windows and search for things to steal.
Oh, okay.
Then there's doorway sniffer. He has an abnormally large nose and a great sense of smell that he uses to locate a special traditional Icelandic Christmas bread. There's Meat Hook, who uses a hook to steal meat.
Okay.
And last but not least, Candle Stealer, who steals candles from children. So at first I thought he stole the candles to kind of scare them, put them in the dark. But then I found out that candles were once made from tallow and they were edible.
Oh, he's hungry. They're all pretty hungry.
Right. So almost all of them are, well, they're all mischievous, but almost all of them are on the hunt for food.
Okay.
Earlier stories of the Yule Lads say they were looking for children to bring back for their sweet mama Gryla to eat. But later descriptions of the Yule Lads say that they leave gifts or rotten potatoes in children's shoes, depending on their behavior.
Oh.
So what would your Yule Lad name be?
Oh, man. Oh, my gosh. I don't know. You put me on the spot.
I know. I'm sorry.
I have no idea. What would yours be?
Coffee gulper.
Mine would be TikTok scroller.
We all
Sorry
have our
to
gifts.
say.
Over time, especially in the 19th and 20th centuries, the Yule Lads softened into mischievous holiday helpers. But Gryla's lazy husband and the Yule Lads aren't the only members of Gryla's family. There's also the Yule Cat.
Okay.
So Felice had just seen like a little thing popped up about the Yule Cat. She's like, do you know about this? And I said, oh yeah, she's part of the family, or he's part of the family. The Yule Cat is a massive black feline that prowls the countryside during Christmas and eats anyone who didn't receive new clothes.
Oh.
It's described as having eyes like full moons, fur that stands on end like they're charged with electricity, and a roar that sounds like breaking ice. It's said that the story of the Yule Cat was used to encourage children to work hard to earn new clothing and to encourage laborers to work hard to finish wool production before winter.
Oh, that's interesting.
So, fun fact, Icelandic wool is actually a really special type of wool.
Okay.
And they have sheep that are only in Iceland.
Mm-hmm.
So the wool from them is double layered. The outer layer is water repellent and the inner layer is insulating. It's also resistant to bacteria and it's super warm. I tried to find my Icelandic sweater to wear for the episode, but I think it's in Pennsylvania at my parents' house. I don't need it too much here.
No.
So back to Grýla.
Okay.
Grýla became a tool for parents, especially during harsh winters when saying be good wasn't enough. You had to be good, or Grýla would come down from the mountains with her giant sack. But there's a darker undercurrent here. Iceland's winters are brutal and harsh. Children disappearing wasn't just a myth, it was a reality. Some scholars argue Grýla was originally a metaphor for famine, harsh winter, snow blindness, isolation, or the way that winter steals the lives of the weak.
Oh.
I know, it's really depressing. For centuries, Icelandic winters were deadly. Darkness lasted up to 20 hours a day with snowstorms that could bury entire farms and homes. Grýla became the personification of everything frightening about the cold season. The stories persisted for centuries. Church records from the 1700s even mention priests forbidding parents from scaring children with Grýla, believing that the stories caused trauma.
Oh, when was that? The
1700s.
Oh, they were gentle parenting for a second.
Right. The priests were like, hey, pump the brakes.
Yeah.
So, they're essentially saying this creature is so terrifying. You're scaring the kids so
Yeah.
much. Despite all of the myth and folklore surrounding Gryla, there are ongoing sightings of Gryla-like entities in Iceland. Some paranormal researchers think Gryla could be a land spirit. Icelandic folklore is full of landvitur, land spirits tied to mountains, rivers, cliffs, and fields. Some are benevolent, some are not.
Ooh.
Could Gryla be a particularly powerful mountain spirit? Many cultures, particularly Nordic and mountain cultures, have myths of winter giants, and they all have common traits, like being tall, hungry, wild, and winterbound. So maybe Gryla is Iceland's version of a universal mythic structure of a winter giant. And so we've talked about this before, too. Different cultures having similar creatures in their...
Right. Like the same kind of idea, but a different name.
Right.
Maybe some different characteristics, but the same big idea.
There are some sightings and experiences that people attribute to Gryla. Some hikers have described encountering a humanoid figures that are 7 to 9 feet tall, with broad shoulders, a strange gait, and a foul smell. They describe seeing and smelling a large shadowy shape moving through the snowfall. And when I was in Iceland, there's this particular place that has like a little bit of a waterfall. It's mostly frozen in the winter, but they say if you go up and behind, that's the giant's lair.
Ooh.
I was on the hunt. I was like, giant, where are you? Where are you?
That would have been awesome if you saw them.
I mean, you always have to be on the lookout.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Some have even claimed to hear a deep guttural roar, like something between a cow, a person, and the wind. Travel writer Regina Hron recounts multiple local stories told to her over the years, including a shepherd hearing footsteps in a snowstorm, strange figures spotted on mountain ridges, steam rising from caves associated with Grýla. There are numerous reports of people seeing huge figures up on high ridges during the middle of crazy snowstorms. The Dimmeborger lava fields are widely believed to be Gryla's home, and several blogs mention odd experiences people have there, like the feeling of being watched, seeing shadowy figures, hearing heavy footsteps in the snow, and sudden changes in temperature or steam bursts. There's also some anecdotal stories circulating, so here's a few. I love these.
Okay.
In 2018, it said that a tourist at the lava fields felt a presence following her. She saw a hunched figure duck behind a rock formation, far too large to be a human. A guide later told her, that's Gryla's home. In 1999, a man was driving late at night in the West Fjords and saw an old woman standing in the road, tall with a torn cloak. When he slowed down, she stepped into the snow and sank into it like she fell straight through.
Whoa.
In the Highlands in 2007, campers reported hearing heavy thumping footsteps circling their tent. One described the pressure wave of a huge impact. When they looked outside, they saw nothing, just deep holes in the snow leading up the slope.
Ooh.
That would scare me.
Yeah.
Also, I'm not a camper.
No, I'm not either.
That's zero appeal.
Especially not in the winter snow.
Oh
Absolutely
my
not. If I go camping, it better be perfect weather. It needs to be like the perfect conditions.
Right.
Yeah,
no, that would be so scary. And it's already such a sort of alien landscape there. It's so different. In the Thingvellir region in 2015, hikers reported smelling a rotting, earthy odor on a cold wind, described as decay mixed with wet stone.
Oh, wow.
A large shadow moved between the trees. They left immediately. They said, "You don't know fear until you feel watched by something you can't see."
Ooh, yikes.
Oh, that could give me a little chill.
Yeah.
Whether these encounters were Grýla or something else, there is definitely some strange stuff happening in Iceland. So, Grýla is more than a monster. She's the embodiment of winter, fear, hunger, and survival. Whether she's a land spirit, a troll, a cryptid, or a story carved from darkness and harsh winters, Grýla persists in Iceland. And maybe that persistence is what makes her powerful. Monsters don't last 1,000 years by accident.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So there's got to be something. Like, I am always of the belief there is something behind these stories, right? Some truth.
Yeah. If they've lasted this long, there has to be something to it, for sure.
So when the winter howls through the mountains of Iceland, when the storms descend fast, when shapes move in the whiteout, and when the wind changes direction suddenly, they say Grýla is on the move.
Ooh. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So
That's so cool.
that's
That's so
scary.
creepy.
Gryla's
Yeah.
scary.
Yeah, that's not your Norman Rockwell Christmas.
Right.
You know,
I mean,
that's spooky.
can you imagine being a little kid and you're growing up hearing these stories of Gryla? You're like, no, I don't want Christmas to come. Gryla's coming.
Yeah.
So scary.
Oh my gosh.
I was
really
just thinking,
cool.
I remember reading that in Iceland, they have a Christmas tradition where they all like exchange and read books. Do you remember seeing that?
Okay.
And I think, oh, maybe that was just to keep everybody inside.
Maybe. I mean, if it like, let's just say that the reason for those tales is to keep people out of danger, then maybe so, you know?
Yeah.
Oh,
but
interesting.
I don't know. There is a real vibe and energy to Iceland. It's unlike any place I've ever been. It's probably my favorite place that I've ever visited. It just feels magical.
That's awesome.
You know, like all of these things seem like they could be real. There could be a giant over there. There could be, you know, fairies hiding there. It's
that's cool.
Very cool.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for sharing that. That's awesome. Okay, my turn. It's Christmas. The lights are twinkling. The cocoa is steaming. And somewhere, maybe in your walls, maybe up in the attic, or maybe perched on a beam in the barn like a judgmental little gargoyle, a tiny old man is watching everything you do. No, it's not Santa. It's not even an elf. Today we're heading to Scandinavia, where Christmas has its very own guardian spirit, who is part Santa's adorable cousin and part, why are my cows screaming at midnight? I'm talking about the Tomte, also called the Nisse, the Tomten, or the Tontu, depending on where you are in the Nordic world. And just like Andy, I do not speak these languages, so bear with me on those pronunciations. He's a household or farm spirit, usually described as child-sized with the face of an old man who has definitely seen some things. He wears simple peasant clothing and a little red cap, and, this is important, he's tied to the land itself, not the family, the land.
Interesting.
So if you move, he stays behind, but if he leaves, well, your good luck leaves with him.
Ooh.
Some traditions even say he's the spirit of the very first farmer buried on the property, which is a wonderfully creepy mental image. Nothing says festive Christmas spirit like a tiny ancestral ghost who patrols the barn at night. Before he ever gets tangled up with Christmas, the Tomte already has a full job description. He's the night shift farm manager. He watches over the animals, checks the tools, keeps an eye on the kids, and makes sure you didn't leave your chores half done. He's the original, I notice everything coworker. But with this dedication comes a personality issue. The Tomte has a temper, a real one. Folklore says he can be offended by just about anything. Sloppy chores, mistreated animals, rudeness, or just general disrespect.
Okay, I'm down with that.
Yeah, and if you cross him, consequences range from innocent pranks like moving your things around to souring your milk, breaking your harnesses, or in more extreme stories, harming people.
Oh,
he's small, but he is mighty and petty.
I like him already.
Now, let's talk about why he becomes a Christmas figure at all. Every midwinter, households were expected to offer him a bowl of porridge on Christmas Eve. Not as a cute tradition, this was a vital supernatural appeasement ritual. And the porridge needed a generous pat of butter on top. This detail was sacred.
Oh, okay.
There's a famous bit of folklore where a farmhand hides the butter underneath the porridge as a joke. Like, it's hilarious.
He's got nothing else to do.
The Tomte comes out, sees no butter, and immediately flies into a rage. He storms into the barn and kills the farm's best cow.
Oh.
He killed the cow. Then he returns to the bowl, finishes the porridge, finds the butter at the bottom, and goes, oh, feeling guilty, but not guilty enough to revive the cow. He sneaks over to a neighbor's farm in the night, steals their best cow, and replaces the one he murdered. Truly the original chaotic neutral.
Well.
And the church was not a fan. Medieval Christian writers described the Tomte as a heathen spirit linked to false gods and even the devil.
Oh.
Leaving out food offerings at midwinter was seen as spiritually dangerous. but it seemed kind of dangerous to not leave the food out too.
Right.
So the Tomte lived in this weird limbo between beloved household helper and, hey, maybe don't summon the demons with oatmeal. His evolution into a Christmas figure really ramps up in the 1800s when Scandinavian holiday customs start mixing together. The old farm Tomte merges with the Yule goat, who originally delivered gifts, and also with the rising popularity of St. Nicholas imagery. The result is the Yule Tomte, a gift-bringing Christmas figure who still looks like a Tomte but acts a little bit more like Santa. So it's the little gnome with the little red hat, you know?
Did you ever watch David the Gnome? Do you remember that animated
No.
show?
Uh-uh.
Oh man, it was like a staple of my childhood.
Oh, really?
That would have been like early 90s, maybe late 80s. I'm going to have to look into it. David had animals and did things.
Was he naughty?
No, he was actually nice, but I think there were some naughty gnomes. I'm going to look it up.
Got you.
Show you David.
Much of this new Christmas Tomte comes from the illustrations of Jenny Nystrom, who drew the little red-capped fellow for Victor Rydberg's famous 1881 poem, Tomten. This was published in the New Illustrated magazine. Okay, here's the poem. Midwight's nightly frost is hard. Brightly the stars are beaming. Fast asleep is the lonely yard. All at midnight are dreaming. Clear as the moon and the snowdrifts shine, glistening white on fir and pine, covers on rooflets making, none but the Tomte is waking.
Ooh.
Yeah, so in that poem, the Tomte wanders the farm on a silent Christmas night, brooding on the meaning of life and the passing of generations while everyone else sleeps. It's this bittersweet blend of cozy and existential dread, truly the Scandinavian brand. Now, even though modern Christmas decor makes him look cute and cheerful, the older folklore hasn't gone anywhere. Beneath the surface of every adorable Tomte figurine is a tiny farm spirit with the power to bless your home or absolutely dismantle your vibe. He's still tied to the land, he still expects respect, and he still wants his Christmas porridge with butter on top.
Mm-hmm. Not underneath.
Not underneath. Modern day encounters with Tomten are not literal sightings, but rather cultural adaptations, primarily seen in holiday decor, stories, and advertising that use Tomte as a symbol of tradition and goodwill. These interpretations focus on the Tomte's role as a benevolent guardian, but they also reflect on how this figure might adapt to the modern world, such as fixing a malfunctioning appliance, as the original folklore was tied to farms and traditional tasks. So it might break your blender.
Okay.
Instead of like your harness for your horse or whatever.
You can just blame anything on the Tomte.
Yeah, it's kind of like a gremlin. You know, remember in Gremlins, they're like, ooh, there's a gremlin.
The Tomte did it.
The Tomte did it. Broke the dryer, whatever. So if you ever spend Christmas in a Nordic farmhouse, which that sounds awesome.
I'm picturing softly fallen snow.
Yes. You know, our friend just moved back to Finland. Did you see her pictures?
Yes.
So she's from Finland, but she lived here in Key West for a really long time. And she recently moved back and she posted these pictures and it looks like a winter wonderland.
It's straight out of, a greeting card or something. It's unbelievable.
Gosh. Yeah. So if you get to spend a Christmas in a Nordic farmhouse, here's what you should remember. Do your chores.
Got it.
Treat the animals well. Don't rearrange things just to be clever. Leave the porridge out on Christmas Eve. And yes, absolutely, put the butter on top. Ignore these rules and you might become the star of a very old, very judgmental folktale. Imagine it. The house gets quiet. The night deepens and you hear a faint footstep in the dark. Not Santa. Not reindeer, not the wind, just a tiny ancient guardian wandering the snowy yard, checking the animals, watching your windows, making sure you kept the traditions that keep him happy. If you did everything right, you're safe. If you forgot the butter, well,
you're screwed.
Maybe go apologize to your cows now. Happy holidays, friends, and may your Tomte always be in a good mood.
Oh, that was awesome, Felice.
Thank you.
I loved that. I really have a strong affinity for little like gnomes and elves and that whole thing. I love the idea of that.
I like the idea of it. it has really strict rules. And so as long as you like play by the rules,
Yeah.
which I think that's pretty common in Scandinavian culture, right? Like if you do what you're supposed to do, then good things will happen. But if you don't, there will be consequences.
Right.
I think
Be
I
a
like
good
that.
human.
Yeah, exactly. So do your job, do what you're supposed to do, and you'll be okay.
Yeah. Let's all do that.
Not just during the holiday season,
Right.
too, but especially.
Especially then. Santa's watching.
Yes.
Thanks so much for listening to this episode of the You Two Scare Me podcast. Have you checked out our website, you2scaremepodcast.com? You can find blog posts about our episodes, photos of us, and links to buy our spooky gear.
Listeners, do you like what you hear? Help us reach more ears by sharing the show with your fellow weirdos, subscribing to our YouTube channel, and joining our Patreon.
You can also help us by rating and reviewing us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeart, Amazon, and wherever you get your podcasts.
Don't forget to check out our social media. Find us on Instagram at you2scareme_podcast or on Facebook, You2Scare Me. You can even follow us on TikTok. Just search You2Scare Me podcast, no spaces.
Remember to send us your own spooky stories for our Somebody Told Me segment at you2scaremepodcast@gmail.com. That's YOUTWO scare me podcast@gmail.com.
Thanks for wandering through the shadows with us.
Happy holidays, everybody. Stay warm in your new clothes. Leave some goodies out for our spirit friends. And beware what lurks beyond the light.